Hi, I'm Darren from Isotonic Studios, and today we're looking at the new pack from PerforModule called Pingdemonium. Pingdemonium is a selection of Ableton Live racks for Ableton Live 9 and above, all based around the Ping Pong Delay audio effect. Each rack comes with a set of standard macros and a couple of extra special ones thrown in for good measure. Installing the pack is an absolute breeze. All you have to do is open the ALP file that's supplied in a zip file for you to download when you purchase it at isotonicstudios.com, and straight away it'll pop up with this little warning. Now I'm using Ableton Live 10.1, the beta, and because this was created in Live 9 so that it's compatible with Live 9 and above, it does give me a warning that I need to convert this pack before I can open it. So I'm going to click yes, and then straight away what happens is your packs will have the Pingdemonium pack within it, and because Animus, the guy behind PerforModule, has done all the work on the folder structure, you'll also find that it's installed directly into your audio effects under the audio effect rack section and modulation and rhythmic. So that means you can browse to it with your push 2 and insert it directly onto a track. I'm going to drop my favouritely named Ping Moist onto a return track. Okay, now as you can see, it's sitting there nicely. I'm going to take control of that there. Now I'm going to control it today with one of these, which is a MIDI Fighter Twister from DJ Tech Tools. It's kind of like the control I've always wanted because it's got LED feedback. Okay, so if you change what you are actually, let's duplicate that, change what you have got it mapped to, then you'll see that the values update because it's got bi-directional feedback. Now it doesn't come with an Ableton Live mapping, and what I didn't want to do was spend my time MIDI mapping this manually, Command M, because once I've done that once, I've got to repeat it in every live set. And whilst this does have, it's got 4 pages worth of controls, I wanted this to be dynamic. So I've used ClipX Pro's binding software and created a map just for these first 16 encoders, which will auto map to the first 16 parameters of whatever it focuses on. So if I click and I focus on, then I've got the first 8 parameters mapped to my macros. Let's talk you through those macros. As I mentioned, they're consistent. So I've dropped this on a return track. So generally speaking, the sound, the volume of the delay itself, I'll control with that return track volume. So I'm going to turn the delay level up full. We can hear it then. Now, the delay length, in this particular version, it's sync. There is a second version that's unsynced, and I'll just drag that in there as well so we can see the difference. Now, the beauty of these racks is the amount of time that's gone into produce them. Let's just open it up. We've got a drive-through chain which has nothing in it, and that's macro 8, and I'll turn that all the way down because it's on a return track, so I don't want the dry signal coming through again and doubling. The moist delay itself is consistent with having a ping pong delay. Then we have our flip control. We have moist filter up, moist filter down, and we've got the width as well. But what you'll notice if I scroll through slowly is the amount of macros that are mapped within there. So let's have a look at the mapping itself. Yep, that's where the time has gone. Now this pack is $5.99, dozen racks, times 2 for the unsynced version. It's less than 25 pence a rack. That's not even $1 at our exchange rate at the moment. So excellent value for money. As you can see, the delay length here is controlling the sync, and the sync there is in the beats value. If I hide this and go to the unsynced version, the moist delay is set up to sync with the time. Now, it's suggested that you would want to go for the unsynced version because with delays, and particularly ping pong, having it synced on the beat all the time doesn't add the variety that you want. I'm going to leave it on the sync because it's more obvious what's going to be happening with the delay itself. The next macro, the third one, is the delay width. Now, generally speaking, ping pong delays, hard left, hard right, can be quite extreme. So what we've given is the control of being able to bring those down. Set it around 63 in the middle, and your ping pong will be running around the mid. Turn it all the way to 0, and effectively you're going to send every ping pong delay down your center stage. Let's have it somewhere a little bit above the mid, I suppose. The fourth macro is based on the principle that ping pong delays normally start ping, pong, left, right, left, right. Well, what if we want to pong, ping? So we've given that functionality, and it's standard in here that it actually starts on the right, and we can turn it all the way to the left. We'll play with the others three. Consistently across all of the racks is the feed and freeze. I'm going to turn that down for the moment. And let's go to this track, and let's see a bit more of it. I'm using a set that I built the other day for a trade show that we went to in Bristol, run by Elevator Sound, which was amazing. Machina Bristonica. If it comes around next year, make sure you're in the area. It was awesome. And to create the set, I've reconstructed a reconstruction by a guy called Dominic Ski-Oakenfold. He's one of the Point Blank trainers, and he recreates awesome tracks in Ableton Live, and I found it really, really helpful learning along, recreating stuff that I'm already familiar with, and then being able to add my own kind of twist to it. So this is my tribute to his tribute of Adamski's Killer.
Easter is upon us. An opportunity for renewal and rebirth.
So all I really want is the drums from this, and I'll pick some that have a little bit more rhythm to them. Let's send it all to, yeah, that's moist, like that. Okay, so I've got two controls, always the 6th and 7th, that are going to be different for every single one of these racks. So each has got its own distinct little flavour. I like that, it's just adding some shimmer and some shine to the track. So if I use the feed and freeze control, as I turn it up, the feedback's going to continue, and rather than just having the delay happen once, it's going to feed it back to itself, bigger and bigger, growing and growing, until I turn it all the way to 95, and at 95 that's effectively a freeze. So if I turn the original track down, I've got a nice little element added to my track that's never going to die. So I could actually forward that audio, not to the master, but to another track back in live and resample that. Like that. Nice. Quick go with the moist unsynced version. Let's do the same. I'm going to turn the dry level down, so it's just the delay that's going to. Wait the delay level up. Let's bring the delay width down a bit, and what we do is we change that delay length. Yeah, unsync can be cool too. As I mentioned, 12 racks, doubled up sync and unsync version. The amount of work that's gone into these is incredible. Just check out that mapping. Available now, isotonicstudios.com. Download and enjoy. Thanks for watching.